Hi, everybody. Everybody, I'm back. Everybody, Gina Young is back, and boy, do I have an amazing, exciting recipe for you all. I'm going to show you all how to make a hoagie dip. Have you all ever heard of it? If you have, let me know in the comment section below. Hoagie dip is so much fun to make. It's easy. It does not require a lot of ingredients. And listen here, it tastes so good. If you're going to a cookout, take a hoagie dip. If you're going to a family reunion, take a hoagie dip. If you're having friends and family over, why not make a hoagie dip? I'm going to show you all how you're going to make it. Here's what you're going to need to make Gina Young style hoagie dip. Okay, everyone, here are our beautiful ingredients. The first thing that I have here, I have a sourdough bully, I believe that's what it's called. Okay, that's what this is. And then I have some French bread, as well as Italian seasoning here. Right here, I have red wine vinegar mixed with oil. Okay, now that's optional. You don't have to use the red wine vinegar and oil. But when I have a hoagie, I don't know about you all, I like the red wine and vinegar. So we're going to use some Hellmann's mayonnaise, any type of mayonnaise that you like to use when you make your sub or hoagie. That's what you're going to use. I have some banana pepper rings that are mild. I have cracked black pepper and sea salt. We have some beautiful tomatoes here. Make sure that you wash all of your veggies off because you don't know who's handled your veggies in the store before you've brought your veggies home. I have a beautiful red onion, and I've washed off some beautiful iceberg lettuce. Okay, so my choice of meats. Your choice of meats might be different. When I think of the sub that Gina Young likes or the hoagie that I like to have provolone. We have some provolone here. And I have pepperoni as well as hard salami. I absolutely adore bologna. We're going to use some bologna. And I have the off the bone ham. Okay, so let's get started. First thing that we want to do is we want to chop up all of our meats. Chop up your cheese, your lettuce, your veggies, and then we'll move on with the recipe. I'm so excited to see how many of you have ever heard of this recipe. There's so many people that have never heard of it before. And so I can't wait to see in the comment section how many of you have heard of this. So now, it's up to your discretion when you go to your deli, how you want your meat sliced. I told them just give me just regular slices. It doesn't have to be thin. It doesn't have to be thick, okay? And then also with the cheese, you can get yours cut a little bit thicker and you can cut it into cubes if you'd like. But I just have mine just sliced regular. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get down to business. Let's start to chop up our beautiful pepperoni that we have here. You wanna try to make everything the same size. You know, even your veggies. Try to make your veggies the same size that you've cut your meats. Okay, let me show you. I got 1/2 pound of all of my meats. Okay? And you can see all of the pieces are the same size. Can you all see that? Beautiful. So we'll just set that aside just like so. All right, and then we're going to continue to chop up the other meats as well as our cheese. I hope that you all are having a great work week. Hope you all had a great day as well. Did anybody do anything special for the weekend? Let me know in the comment section below. I love when you all tell me what you did for the weekends. It's really exciting to read through the messages and see what you all did special with your families. Okay, so there's pepperoni. Let's go ahead and chop up our bologna. If you're that person that says, well, I really don't like pork. Well, you can do yours with turkey. Absolutely you can. You can do yours with turkey, chicken, okay? Some type of roast beef. It doesn't have to be pork. So the people that do not like pork, feel free to use different meats. All right? So you can enjoy this as well. If there's ever any ingredients that I use that you all don't like, switch them up and use the ingredients that you like so that you can enjoy the recipe as well. Absolutely. Because I see that there's a lot of people that say, oh, I don't really like pork, or I don't really like onions, so I'm not going to make it. Just omit that ingredient and then you can enjoy it as well. And really, it's that simple. Okay? So let's chop up our beautiful ham. This off-the-bone ham is absolutely amazing. And the meats that I got today, I got these meats from Walmart's Deli. And I find that Walmart and Kroger's, their meats are always fresh. So that's where I go to get my lunch meats. I'm going to put that in there just like so. And then we'll move on to our beautiful hard salami. Same way. Every recipe that I make is not hard. Every recipe that I make is easy. It's lots of fun. And you all can do the same thing. Everything that you make will turn out exactly like mine does. As long as you just follow the directions. You know, and you can watch the video several times or rewind and pause it. Whatever you have to do. Just like this. Got a couple pieces that didn't really cut. Beautiful. Okay, so then we're going to move on to our provolone. Chopping it up in the same manner. Just like so. I can hardly resist eating a piece of this. I couldn't resist it. It's good. It's nice and tasty. Okay. And then this here, I found the sourdough in a bakery section. And it's one of the breads that the bakery section, I believe they bake it. And they set it, you know, like on their floor. Okay, so this is not found in the bread aisle. It's found in the bakery section. All right, now what I'm going to want to do is chop up our lettuce, just like so. I've washed my lettuce and I've taken off a lot of the outer parts of the lettuce. You want to give it a nice fine chop. Not too fine, okay? Here's how I like to shred my lettuce. I'm left-handed, so you all will see when. Just like this. And then what I'll do, see how it's nice and fine? What I'll do is just slice down the middle, just a couple times to give it, just like that, okay? And I might just use a half a head might do me. I'm pretty sure I don't need to use that full head, okay? Just like this. This right here is gonna do the trick. And you just can go in a few times, okay? Now I'm going to take the lettuce and I'm going to put the lettuce right into this beautiful bowl here. And you know, honestly, if I feel like later during this video, if I need a little bit more lettuce, then we'll simply cut some more, okay? Don't stress out in the kitchen. And that's, I highly, you know, I say that a lot. Don't stress out in the kitchen. It's not worth it. You know, we're just cooking. And what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay? Especially if you're making something like this. It does not require cooking. Don't worry about it. All right? So there's that. We have our lettuce. Let's chop up our beautiful tomatoes. I've washed my tomatoes ahead of time. We want to do nice squares, okay? Here's how I like to cut mine. I'm not going to put a whole lot of tomato in this dish, okay? But we are going to put some in there. Maybe this one tomato will be the perfect amount. Once I get it all cut up, I'll be able to tell how much tomato I'm going to use in this dish. Oh yes, I think this tomato will do the trick. That makes me happy because I can take that tomato tomorrow, slice it up and put it in the middle of a grilled cheese and go to town. Absolutely I can. And that right there, that's enough tomato. Okay? Just going to go through it just a few more times in this manner. Okay everyone, so you can notice that I have a nice bowl here of cold water with ice. Here's what we're going to do. Anytime that I make a hoagie or any type of sub, I always like to soak my onions in ice water. And the reason for doing that is because no one wants to bite down into a sub. At least I don't. I don't want to bite down into a sub and feel like I'm going to smell like onions all day. It cuts the smell a little bit and it cuts down on that pungent flavor. It's going to give you a nice mild onion flavor. It's not going to be as strong. You're not going to smell like onions all day, and it makes your onion absolutely amazing. Give it a try next time you want to use an onion on your sandwich. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's start. And I don't need a whole bunch. For this dish, you don't need too much. Just a little bit will go a long way. So I'm going to dice some of this red onion, and we're going to set it right into our ice water. Take that pungent taste off, like I said. This right here, this is enough onion. That's all you're going to need for this bowl, okay? Or for this dip. Get it right down into this beautiful ice water. Let it marry with the ice in the water. And you're going to have a nice mild onion flavor. Okay, everyone, as far as your onions, here's what I like to do. I like for my onions to marry with the cold water and the ice for at least 15 minutes. So I will not put these onions into our mixture until it's been at least 15 minutes. Now, here's what we're going to do. I have a serrated bread knife here, and I'm going to cut the middle out, okay? And we want to hollow the middle out just a little bit, and so our dip can go down into this beautiful sourdough bread. If you're that person that says, I really don't like sourdough bread. Well, there's different types of breads that have a shape like this that you can use. Maybe you can use a pumpernickel bread, okay, or some type of rye bread. As long as it has a circular, shape, you can do that, okay? So let's see how much we can hollow this out. You don't want to go all the way to the bottom either, okay? Try your best just to make a nice circle, just like this. Okay, and kind of point your knife. My knife is kind of going in this way instead of just down. Okay, let's see where my cut is. All right, there's my cut. All right, so since I'm not fully on the same line, we'll make it work. And that's what you have to do when you're in the kitchen. Make it work. Things happen, Things will happen. See that here? See how we have that beautiful top? And now you go in with your fingers and you can hollow out even more. And don't worry about this bread being thrown away, because this bread will not be thrown away. I don't waste anything in this kitchen. You all hear me? I'm going to take these breadcrumbs. You can take these breadcrumbs and put them in a freezer bag. Date them. The date that you put them in the freezer, marked breadcrumbs. And then when you take them out of the freezer, what you can do is you can put them on a baking sheet. Okay, let them get nice and dry, and then you can grind them up and make your own breadcrumbs. Put you some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper on your breadcrumbs, and you're set. You don't have to go out and purchase breadcrumbs because we've hollowed this bread and we've used it for breadcrumbs. Next time I make meatloaf, I could be using those breadcrumbs. Okay, and really it's that simple. So don't waste it. It doesn't have to be wasted. All right, see how we've hollowed this out? Just like this, in this manner. Nothing hard, very, very simple. And this part right here is a lot of fun. You know, the kids will do this for you. If you wanted to skip this part and let the kids do this, they'll be more than happy to do this part because it's kind of fun. All right, get those extra breadcrumbs out. That's awesome. Okay, if you wanted to cut this part off, you can. Okay. So then we're just going to set that aside for now. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Here's where the fun happens. Here's where the fun is getting ready to happen. And I am so excited. Here's what you're going to do. Watch closely, everybody. So we have our beautiful shredded, thinly shredded lettuce. Okay? We have all of our gorgeous meats. Put it in there. Okay? And break your meats up. Because you see how some of the slices are sticking together? Just break it up so that they're all separate. You want everything to be well combined. You don't want one huge chunk that has nothing but ham. You know, you want everything to be well incorporated. That's why you want to take this extra step right here to separate the meats, because naturally they'll stick together. Just do this. And like I said, feel free to use any type of meats that you would like. If you're that person that likes oven roasted chicken, you know, if you wanted to use a honey turkey, absolutely you can. Okay? Just like this. How many of you cannot wait to the end of this video to see what is going to happen with this concoction? It's exciting. It's exciting for me. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Really, I am. I am having the time of my life sharing my recipes with you all in hopes that you all will make it and message me and let me know that you made it and that you love the recipe. I love that. I absolutely love it. I read you all's messages every day. There's so many messages that I cannot get to, but just know that I try my best to get to the messages. Yes, I do. All right, see this here? Get it in there. And then we're just gonna go in. You can use a spoon. You can use your hands. My hands are impeccably clean. Just mix it on up. And you have a hoagie dip. But no, the dip is not done yet. We're not done. We're not done. No, we're not done. But we're just about done. All right? So then, let me grab my spoon. And I want to bring that beautiful lettuce up through the top. Just like this. And you can grab a couple of these sourdough breads if you wanted to do a couple dips. Like I said, for game day, graduation, a party, you know, it could just be a regular day and you're having family and friends over. Make a hoagie dip. Everyone will head towards that dip and it'll be gone in no time, because who doesn't love a nice sub? Who doesn't love a hoagie? Most of us do. And when you make it this way, people, they can't wrap their brains around it, but when they taste it, they say, oh my goodness. This is amazing, right? Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and put our tomatoes in. Just like so. Okay, everyone, my onions have had plenty of time to marry with the ice water and the ice, and I'm going to use just about half of those onions. Well, let's see. Maybe 3/4. Beautiful. Let's get that mixed in, as well as our tomatoes. Everything that you would put in your hoagie, put it right into this dip. Put it into this dip, absolutely. Now here's what we're gonna do. Italian seasoning, put you some in there. Don't be afraid. Don't you dare be afraid to season this. If you don't season, you don't have no flavor, right? That's what I like to say, and here's the thing. It might sound funny, but it's the truth. And when I feed somebody, I wanna give them some flavor. Really, I do. I'm gonna use salt and pepper. Oh yeah, I'm putting a nice amount of pepper. Just like that. I'm gonna put a nice amount of salt, but not too much salt, because when you use too much salt, it's gonna bring out the water in your veggies, and we don't want that to happen. Just a little will go a long way. Trust me when I tell you this. Okay? Mix it up just like so. Beautiful. We're gonna put our banana peppers in. Oh yeah. I am trying to refrain from going in and eating this. I'm so excited. And I don't need to chop these. I just put them in like this. Okay? I have poured the water or the, the juice off of the hot pepper rings because we don't want to water this down. Okay? Beautiful. I'm so excited. My goodness. This recipe is going to go over well with each and every one of you all. You better make you some. You all never had this before. You better make you some. I see a lot of eyebrows raised up right now. Like, what the heck is she doing? Don't doubt me, guys. Don't doubt me. Now, this is red wine vinegar, a little bit of olive oil. I'm only going to use a little bit, guys. Don't think I'm using a whole lot. Just little tiny bit. That's it. Okay. Mixy mixy. Just like so. Ooh, you better make you some. And it's smelling good by the moment. My Lord have mercy. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. This is so beautiful. Now let's go in. Let me grab my rubber spatula. Right behind me. Let's put our mayo in. Okay? If you can eyeball your mayo without making this too wet, then that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to start off with a little bit. And then I'm going to work it. You all know how to work it. All right? Work it on in there and you have your dip. Some of you, if you wanted to, listen guys, some of you, if you wanted to use a cream cheese, absolutely, you better believe you can. Okay, and it's going to give it absolutely more flavor. This right here is what I call a hoagie dip, Gina Young style. Gina Young style for sure. Look at this dip. Whoo-wee. I know mouths all over America is smiling. You all's mouths watering. Let me know in the comment section because my mouth is watering right now. From the time I started chopping those veggies, my mouth has been watering. I think I have the perfect amount of mayo right here. But what I need to do, and make sure you don't put too much because this should never be too wet. This should never be too watery. Okay? Just like this. Now this does have to stay refrigerated, okay, if you're not going to eat it right away. But this is that dip, guys. This is that dip that Gina Young lives for. Let's give this a try. I'm going to let y'all know what this tastes like. Before I taste it, I do want to say a prayer. Lord, I thank you for this beautiful dip today. I thank you, Jesus, for your love, time, your mercy, and your understanding. I thank you, Lord, for the roof over our head, the food that you give us, and the love that you give us daily. Amen. All right, let's taste this. So excited. I could not be more excited. I could not be more excited. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. taste this, guys. Let me know what y'all think about this. Ooh, wait, look at that. Oh. Doggone, that's good. Ooh-wee. Watch this. Watch what we're going to do next. Here's where it gets really interesting and fun. That's good. Okay, everyone, pile it right in. Pile it on in. If you need another one of these sourdough breads or whatever type bread you're going to use, get you one. Okay? Don't feel like you have to throw these leftovers away. Don't you dare throw those leftovers away. You pile this until you can't pile it anymore. You hear me? Ooh-wee. And then we're going to taste it with that nice, beautiful French bread. You can make your bread, toast it if you wanted to. However you want to do it, be just fine. Okay? This right here, Jeannie Young style, hoagie dip. You better make you some. You better make you some. If you don't make it for yourself, make it for your loved ones. And come back. And come back and let me know what your family member said. Look at this. This is a dip for family and friends to share. You can share that with anybody. Look at this. Look at it, guys. And you can present it in this manner. Hold on, guys. Let me fix this. Hold on. Let's cut that part. Make it look a little bit more presentable. You can put that right on the side if you wanted to. Amen. If I didn't already say amen to my beautiful hoagie dip and my beautiful prayer. Look at this. Look at this. Amazing. Lots of fun. Here's what we're going to do. Take you some of your dip. Make sure you have a little bit of everything. You want that provolone. You want the onion and the tomato, the mayo, and the beautiful meats and cheese and lettuce. We want to taste this. Ooh-wee, I'm going to give you all the first bite. I want you all to let me know what you think about this here. Look at this. You serve this to your family and friends and your loved ones. They will not be disappointed. Taste that right there. Ooh, look at that bad boy. That bad boy look good right there. Oh, let's taste this. Let's taste this. Going in. Oh, delicious. If you all enjoyed this video, hey, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time Jeannie Young uploads. And as always, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching. Good night. But not good night until we taste one more bite. Look at that. So good.